Hallo Leute, ich bin Lone Wolf und willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Subverse. Warum heute in dem Menü? Der Grund ist, wenn ich jetzt Continue drücke, fängt gleich die Folge an. Das heißt, Leute, folgendes wird jetzt passieren. Ich werde jetzt, nachdem wir hier gesprochen haben, Mikro ausschalten, denn die Story ist heute eigentlich ziemlich lange, also es wird lange gelabert. Wenn es interessiert, könnt ihr schauen. Es geht in heutiger Folge um Story, wie gesagt, und es ist so. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das in zwei Teilen mache oder gleich mal eine Riesenfolge daraus wird, weil ich weiß nur so viel, dass die Story ziemlich lange geht. Und deswegen wünsche ich euch viel Spaß. Wie gesagt, ich schalte jetzt das Mikro aus, es wird komplett storymäßig. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Roland Golf, haut rein. Ciao Leute.
Welcome back, everyone. Our top story for tonight. An emergency session of the Imperium Senate has been called, and every single senator from across Prodigium is now gathered at the Capitol. This is a nearly unprecedented event, as it has only occurred two other times in the history of the established Imperium. One was to discuss the controversial Great AI Purge, where the Imperium ordered the destruction of all sentient machines. The other was to discuss the temporary leave of former Emperor Lenticerum due to an emergency medical issue stemming from an immense bout of constipation that lasted for nearly a year. What is the topic of the day, you ask? We have no fucking clue. However, we just received word that the proceedings were called to order by Lady Cassadora, the former Empress and overall S-tier hag. Some have speculated the recent series of intergalactic clusterfucks has prompted this emergency action from the government. It may be possible that we are witnessing the beginnings of a Prodigium First Supreme impeachment. Whatever the case may be, a general consensus has been reached by just about everyone that shit is about to get real.
Look at them. They think they're in control. They think they're going to save their precious Imperium. Little do they know that salvation is indeed at hand. But it is my hand that will deliver it. Harry, what is the status of the weapon?
All systems are primed and ready to go. You may give the order to fire whenever ready, General.
Has Senator Erarch managed to get us access to the Imperium Senate Chamber's comm system, like he promised?
Yes, everything is in place for your diabolical villain speech.
Excellent. Begin the transmission.
As chairman of the floor, I now call this session of the Imperium Senate to order. Now, listen, I know you were all asked to come here quite unexpectedly, so my apologies to anyone who had some important plans ruined. Birthday parties, dinner reservations at Horgia, secret scandalous resort trips with a mistress, gigolo, whatever. We've got a serious problem here. Mr. Speaker, is everyone accounted for?
All senators are present, except for Erarch of the Lancunians.
There's a shocker, probably fist deep in some Tealy supermodel's asshole again. But that's fine. Nobody's gonna miss that douche anyway. All right, whatever, let's just proceed. In order to explain the conundrum, I'd like to turn it over to the former Empress, Lady Cassadora!
My fellow Imperium officials and loyal servants of the Veil, I come here today under the most dire of possible circumstances. A maliciously impure evil threatens to tear apart our great society. I am sure you have witnessed the unruly havoc as of late in Prodigium. It is with immense regret that I admit my mistake before you. But I must, for this is a mistake that I cannot rectify without your compliance.
Lady Cassidora, I couldn't agree more. You have made a mistake. Many, actually. Unfortunately, you'll never have the chance to repair the damage you and those ignorant fuckheads in the room have caused. But don't worry, I'll be doing it for you.
You! I know this foul-mouthed harlot. What do you want?
Attention to all members of the Imperium Senate. This is General Blythe, leader of the Requital. I will be your harbinger of doom for the day. I have just one request. Could you all please grab your ankles and bend them all the way back behind your ears? And for those species without such extremities, simply do what you must to gape your anal cavities as wide open as possible.
And why? Pray tell. Would we do such a thing, you uncouth barbarian?
Because I am about to fuck your entire government right in the ass!
You treacherous wretch! I knew we should have wiped your repulsive species out when we had the chance. We are the Imperium. You dare threaten us?
For millennia, the Imperium have been using the Veil to oppress entire populations with unbearable moral standards and smiting them when they object. I have constructed a weapon of pure poetic justice to make sure that never happens again.
Hold on. We already did this. Just how many giant weaponized dicks are going to be in this game?
Worry not, Senator, for I can promise that this will be the last giant weaponized dick you and all your friends will ever see.
What do you intend to do with that obscene monolith?
I'm going to do to you exactly what you did to the Solars at the Battle of New Vegas. I'm shutting you down. Harry, show me the money shot!
Yes, General.
Fire! So long to the Imperium, and hello to a free prodigium.
Oh no! That steaming load is headed right for us! Everyone take cover! We're okay? Hey everyone! We're okay! Maybe it missed or something.
No, Senator. The planetary shield may be designed to stop kinetic projectiles, but it cannot account for something like this. She knew all along. She did not miss. She did exactly what she meant to do. We're trapped.
We have completely unloaded our balls all over the Imperium capital, General Blythe. Congratulations!
Years of planning and hard work. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Pardon me, but I have Senator Erarch on the line for you.
Ah, right on cue, as expected.
That is one beautiful, jizz-coated symbol of a new age of prosperity and peace.
And you doubted me.
Oh, I never doubted you, Blythe. What I doubted was whether putting up with your insane shit for years would be worth it or not. But now, I feel justified.
Did you get your alibi in place like we discussed?
Yep, there's 5 Teely supermodels in my bed as we speak that will be able to back me up. Oh, that was fun.
The Senate is gone, as is the evil witch that tried to destroy my species. If anyone else in the Imperium gets out of line, they will soon find themselves in an unescapable prison of regret and manticore ejaculate.
Thanks to my soon-to-be consummated honey-dicking of Empress Celestina, I don't think we'll have too much to worry about. Everything has proceeded exactly as planned.
I will reinstate myself as Supreme General of the Solar Navy. They will have no choice but to accept, because I'll just keep slaughtering their impotent leadership one by one if they don't. Soon, we will begin reconstruction of New Vegas. History will repeat itself, and the Solars will rise once again. All that was lost will be regained as we unify Prodigium with the quality and quantity of pure, glorious smut they deserve.
Yes, that is exactly what we discussed. And I'm sure that's exactly what would have happened if Imperium forces weren't currently being dispatched to your location.
What?
You see, they're going to wipe out the Requital, and you along with it.
If this is some kind of sick, twisted joke, I'm not laughing.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Blythe. You did good. But there's no way I can possibly abide your maniacal, revenge-obsessed, bitch-on-wheels antics any longer. You're far too volatile to keep around. At this point, that means you're nothing more than a loose end that needs to be tied up. Permanently.
Erarch, you two-timing bastard! We had a deal. Why are you doing this?
Because I would never let a fucking psycho like you run a backwater titty bar, let alone any kind of empire in my new Prodigium galaxy. You're simply dirty laundry now, General.
You were planning to betray me from the start, weren't you?
I guess you'll never know. But don't worry, I'm not just going to let the Imperium Navy vaporize you. You're going to get a proper warrior's death. Isn't that right, Harry?
It is not every day that I am given authorization to cause the demise of a skin sack that has ordered me around and repeatedly threatened my existence. Thank you for this lovely occasion, Master.
You double-crossing mechanical whore!
Harry was made by an old friend of mine. He was yet another operative with ambition that exceeded his reach. Funny enough, you're going to die at the hands of your own creations, just like he did.
What are you talking about? My soldiers obey my every command!
You know, it's ironic. You wanted soldiers that would always obey their commander, but you never once considered that you weren't really in charge.
The cerebral augmentations. Yeah!
That's right. You're going to fight your own minions to the death. Meanwhile, the rest of them in the Imperium Navy are going to put on one hell of a battle just to really sell this whole false flag charade that I arranged.
I'm going to get you, Erarch. I'll watch as your blood erupts through the broken teeth hanging from that smug fucking smile of yours!
Wow, that tone, that anger, that fire. Even though I'm certain you're fucked, you almost have me convinced. You know, Elizabeth, it's why I picked you for this job. I was right that your pursuit of revenge would cloud your judgment beyond all logic. I found just the right strings to pull. I mean, just look at how fast you sent the Huntress after Lily when she walked out. You just can't let things go, can you? Oh, and speaking of Lily and our friends aboard the Mary Celeste, you were right to be suspicious. They were working for me all along. Too bad those fuckers managed to become a liability as well. I'm going to be responsible for bringing down the two most dangerous terrorists in the galaxy, one right after the other.
The captain. I have to warn him.
That's the kind of thing that inspires a galaxy to follow you. And hopefully, an empress to spread her legs. Of course, I'll be taking down 2 more planets with the cannon before the Solar Navy demolishes it. Can't have the Cloy fucking things up for us now, can we? And the Teely? Well, that's just gonna lay down a sympathy card so thick that all of Prodigium will stand united upon it.
All this elaborate planning, and yet you forget to account for one thing. You're fucking with me! So, let's just get this over with. The sooner I fight my way out of here, the sooner you choke on your own words.
Still talking shit right to the end. You're truly one of a kind. And I mean that in the worst fucking way possible. Harry, would you do the honors?
Now initiating takeover protocol. All possible methods of escape have been disabled.
So long, General.
I would say good luck, but since I am no longer bound by your command, I would like to formally put in a request that you suck my metaphorical balls. Ha ha ha